Time to wrap up raid with the last 4 floors, floor 37 to 40.
7k dreamer please.
As usual, I'll be starting with my masteries, so do take note that for 130 it needs to be flipped down for now, because we are using Teo and he is doing 5-man AoE attacks, okay? So for Teo, I already mentioned this in my previous 2 raid videos: double lethal, double counter, willful ring with critical damage, lifesteal and reflect immunity is super important. For your front line, you need to give them good HP armor and good accessories. Good accessories meaning they should have willful rings or guardian rings to actually prevent them from taking any sort of damage and dying. So for floor 37, basically it is the same as all the previous mob floors. There's Awakened Jade, Awakened Ares, as well as the Freezing Little Dragon. Okay, so Awakened Jade actually reflects and also survives on 1 HP. So the Freezing Little Dragon is something that will target Teo, which is good because you want Teo to counter. So first off, start out with Talent Strike. Basically, you have to cast the block nullification as usual. Once you cast the block nullification, then everything should go fine because Teo will definitely counter all these little dragons and it will hit, Wild Fury will hit Jade. Basically, Aqua Blaster's role is to prevent Jade from actually healing back at 1 HP. He won't survive at 1 HP basically, so he will die if Teo hits very hard. So yeah, that was very easy, because if you don't actually incapacitate him, he will actually heal at that point and you're gonna have a longer run to deal with. So I finished off with Ace's Lunar Split, and it can do a lot of damage and kill off all those remaining single targets. Same thing repeat for the next round: Talent Strike, Aqua Blaster, Corvus. And basically you just wait for the little dragons to touch Teo, Teo will counter and Wild Fury will hit Jade. That's all there is.
간다. 이런 거 알라고. 그 정도냐? 잠시 쉬는 거야.
검 폭풍을.
간다. 이런 거 알라고.
그 정도냐?
I summon thee. Slash the wind and purify enemies.
전부 들어버려. 그 정도냐? 진정 차이를 보여준다.
나약한 놈들.
그 정도냐? 공포를 펼친 이 칼날에 전부 사라진다.
살고 싶다면 이미 늦었어. 찌그러져.
검 폭풍을.
So that's all for floor 37. Very easy, one time clear. Okay, moving on to floor 38, we have the same mob again. By this time the little dragon burns. Okay, and basically the strategy applies. I don't have to repeat it anymore. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it right now. If you guys have an alternative strategy, go ahead and use it. You may not even need to use Tara. Sometimes some people also use Eileen. And if you don't have the Reflect Immunity Jewel, then you can actually use a Reflect Immunity hero such as Dylan's or Yonhee in place of the Jewel. And you can actually give Teo even more red PvE jewels to increase his output instead.
귀찮게 썩어져.
겨우 이 정도야. 진정한 차이를 보여준다.
So it turns out like Ares is actually the more tankier one compared to Jave now due to Wild Fury. Okay, and hopefully she doesn't use Crash It for you. If she does use Crash It, then you may have to reapply your buffs, your block nullification as well as your incapacitation.
찌그러져. 어서 빨리 가야죠.
겨우 이 정도야.
I summon thee. Slash the wind and purify enemies. 살고 싶다면 이미 늦었어.
진정한 차이를 보여준다.
어서 빨리 가야죠.
겨우 이 정도야. 만월차. 반성하지 마. 겨우 이 정도야.
한심하게 잃지 못할 고통을 선사해줘.
진정한 차이를 보여준다.
어서 빨리 가야죠.
겨우 이 정도야. 검 폭풍을
귀찮게 썩어져.
겨우 이 정도야.
I summon thee. Slash the wind and purify enemies. 찌그러져. 어서 빨리 가야죠.
겨우 이 정도야. 진정한 차이를 보여준다.
어서 빨리 가야죠.
겨우 이 정도야. 공포를 다친 이 칼날에 전부 사라진다.
살고 싶다면 이미 늦었어.
Again, I'm ending off with Lunar Split, and that's it for floor 38. One time clear as well. So for floor 39 is the final dragon boss. It alleviates 50% of damage received and also blocks and also freezes. Okay, but however there is a bug right now with his breath skill, so he won't actually use it in the run, and until they fix this, try to clear it ASAP. Okay, and these are my Taka's equipments, basically double lethal, double HP. Okay, Will Isabella's Vigor with crit damage, and all the supporting PvE jewels necessary to boost his output. Just treat this like any other ordinary world boss. So start off with Blaze, okay, to charge up the Awaken passive for Ares and Rachel herself. And then after that you need to use Atalanta. So Atalanta is actually very important in this floor. You can actually use Clammy for other dragons, but for this dragon you need to use Atalanta to get the deflect block, to get the block nullification up, because the dragon has full block. Okay, so in order to do as much damage as possible, you need to use the block nullification. After that, proceed with using Taka's Totem Tents and just spam away. Basically nothing is in your way now. If at any point the dragon's block nullification is removed, then cast it again. Very simple. Okay, if your team is not very strongly equipped, especially your Ares, because Ares, if you don't give her evasion and you don't have very good armor, she will just be slapped to death, okay, very easily. So you have to give her maximum evasion for this, against this dragon. If you don't have maximum evasion for Ares, then I would suggest that you go with Lina over Eileen, because Lina can help to heal your Ares and you need to have Ares on the field at all times. And apparently this dragon is magic element, so you may want to give him increased damage done to magic enemies, or if you are just saving up on the topaz, then you can just save it and use whatever traits you have. I'm actually using increased damage on universal because I thought all these dragons are all universal. So if this is anything similar to the Guild Raid dragon, then most probably it is magic. So that is basically just the strategy. Enjoy the full video if you like, and I'll see you at the end of floor 39. So that is the one-time clear for floor 39. We are moving on to floor 40, the last floor. Basically, there's a little dragon that's silenced, so Amelia is here to help you later on. You have Jave, you have Awaken Ares, and you actually have Rin as well. Rin has 12 shields, so you have to get rid of all 12 shields before you can actually touch her. I think with Teal around as well as with Tara, I think these 12 shields can go down really quickly, okay? So not a problem there. Even though Rin is still in this floor, but the Wild Fury will still hit Jave first. Okay, Rin will tend to be the last hero on the field now, and I think she's pretty easy to get rid of, so not to worry there.
I summon thee. Slash the wind and purify enemies.
Again over here, if Ares uses Crash Shade, you have to recast the Talon Strike and you have to cast the Aqua Blaster again in order to incapacitate Jave, because you don't want Jave to heal back. This is very problematic. So here my priority is actually to cast the Aqua Blaster first before casting a Talon Strike, because I don't want the Talon Strike to overdo damage and cause Jave to heal back first. Instead, I want Jave to die with the Talon Strike if possible. So luckily Jave attacks here and he's just asking to be countered and killed by Wild Fury, so that's great. So the skill rotation for floor 40 is a little bit different from before because of Rin's presence. I have to use skills to actually kill Rin at the end of each round, so this actually kind of screws up a little bit of the rotation, but you can actually recover from that, so don't worry too much. So that's it for the last floor for Raid. All the smart mode new floors have been cleared, and I hope you will clear them ASAP as well in order to get your new increased currency continuously flowing in. Okay, so if this video helped you, do give it a like and do subscribe to my channel for more guides coming your way. I have been preparing other guides which actually take a little bit more time, so do be patient and I hope you understand. Thank you so much and I'll see you